I understand honor, the future of the kingdom, whatever birthright bullshit you want to throw at me, but that doesn't mean I want to be wed to some pompous prince who only cares for being married to a princess and not married to me. I'm not one for feelings or special connections, but surely you, of all people, know that the future king of this kingdom needs to be half competent. Someone with a good education who knows the basics of running a kingdom and raising the future king or queen. Fine, whatever you say, father. Can you leave so I can read through these myself?
Ah, what good timing, appearing just as my father leaves. Come on in. We both know I only bite when you beg me to. Aw, don't be so sour. Did you come just to cheer me up? Or were you sneaking around just so you could eavesdrop? Or are you actually here to do your job for once? Go on. Get on your knees and clean. I think I saw a bit of dust right under my desk. I'm allowed a bit of fun, especially after the conversation I just had with his royal pain in the ass, and don't give me that look. I'm allowed to talk shit. He's my dad. But the man cannot just. Look at this. Look at all these letters, all from princes, nobles, any man of a high enough status, just dozens of them, all talking about how they're qualified to be my future husband, talking about how they were raised, having a good seed, and all this bullshit. None of them, not one, mentions the actual things that a future king needs. Not good family breeding or being able to swing a sword or play a certain instrument. If I have a future king, I want them to be able to run the kingdom by my side, to aid me, and to most importantly, raise the next generation of this kingdom. Well, I don't want to marry a total stuck up. He's got to be fun as well and join in sometimes. I'm not going to marry a total prune. That would be boring. I need someone fun, someone who values the same things as me, or at least is open to the idea of having a little fun. Come on, you wouldn't want to be married to a total bore, would you? Someone focused on being a brainless bimbo? I want someone who can think and have a little fun. It's what every good marriage should have. Well, what I think a good marriage should have, and I am a princess, so therefore I'm right. Right, little servant? Ouch. You know I could have your head for saying something like that. Although I'd much rather put your head to much better use. What? I mean, talking to you. You should really stop reading those books of yours if they're giving you such naughty thoughts. Maybe I should be the one reading them instead, to save your mind, of course. I can read them to ensure that they're suitable for a young, respectable gentleman like yourself. Such is the duty of the future queen, protecting all the handsome young men from any harm. And I guess the other subjects of this kingdom, too. Fine, it's not like I have time to read anything other than all these love letters to me, if you can even call them that. Really, just listen. Dear Princess, I write this letter as I believe I will make an excellent husband and future king. I can write and fight and know how to. And it just goes on and on and on. None of them talk of actual ways they could help me run a kingdom, just a list of their hobbies and family breeding. At this point, I'm coming to believe finding a suitable husband will be harder than actually being a queen, and I need the husband in order to do that. Perhaps I should just marry a commoner and hope they are willing to be taught all they need to know. Speaking of commoners, are you wed yet? I know your family were stripped of their titles and everything, but surely a man as pleasant looking as yourself would have found a wife, or had your family found a wife for you. Really? I figured they'd find some way to get you married to a nice, noble woman, or at least a wealthy commoner. With all due respect, their schemes got them out of banishment, so it wouldn't surprise me if they managed to find you a suitable match. Aw, wait a minute. Don't tell me you're holding out for a love match. Reading too many of those books really has gone to your head. Really? A love match? I think we both know those things aren't possible for people like us. Well, especially me. Do you know how hard it is to actually fall in love with a prince or noble? Besides, if you did fall in love, the chances there's someone of suitable status is extremely low. Good, but I am surprised you have not been married off yet. You might not have status, but you are from good family breeding, and actually, you're not too bad to look at either. You put up with my jokes, you're not promised to anyone. How about you just marry me? Get the whole thing over with? Solve both of our problems at once? What are you laughing for? I'm being serious, come on. You read books, I've seen you do smart things once or twice, plus, you would become a king. Any other man in your position would jump at the offer. Don't make me beg. Come on, I want to be queen. You probably want a good title and a simple life. You'd be able to attend balls, right by my side. You'll wear suits much nicer than the one you've got on now. Although, as my husband, you might not be wearing those suits for long around me. I'm serious. Come on, this works out great for the both of us. I get to become a queen with a king by my side. You get a wife and a stable future. Unless you dare try to betray me, but I know you're too smart for that. Come on, don't you want to be a king? Show you can do your own scheming without your parents? Rule over a country, finally take control of your own future? Would be cleaning cobwebs. Instead, you'd be running the place. Can't you just see it? You by my side in a nice royal suit, aiding me in leading this country into a better era. You'd never have to worry about your family's finances again. For all I care, you could throw them in the dungeon, banish them, or just keep them in a wing of a castle far, far away from us. You go from noble to servant to king. It'll be a story for the ages. You may even have a book written about your life when we're both long gone. A legacy that will surpass us and our children and their children's children. Wouldn't you want that? To become a character in those books you love to read? And better yet, to be mine? Aw, you're no fun sometimes. A little teasing never hurt no one. But I am being honest. Being married to you seems the easiest and best way for me to become a queen. It would save the hassle of endless meetings with eager mothers and their sons who only want to become connected to the throne. You could skip the queue, come right beside me on your own throne, or if you prefer, you could sit on my lap instead. Fine, fine, whatever you say, little servant. But just know I'll be waiting for the day you finally say yes. But the offer only stands for as long as I don't have a husband, so there is a tiny time limit. Better make up your mind quick before someone else snatches me up. Now, what were you supposed to be doing? Right, I think I saw a little cobweb right under my desk. How about you get on your knees for me and clean it up like the good, obedient little servant you are?